there's a sort of like sphere of people who know it as a festival, right? It's, you know, really successful festival. I want to kind of know what you went to the festival. You know, I want to know what you made of that. You know, seeing Voidspace kind of transform into this different kind of thing. Because I know that you wrote like an sort of alternate version of the festival up as a story.
Well, I actually, in the book, there is an essay by me of my response to last year's festival, which is, you know, it's a report as somebody who's not an interactive theatre person. It's a report. It's also, of course, a fan letter and a manifesto, because why write three things? No, because so that was my response to the first one, which was essentially enthusiasm. I sort of came back, and I don't know what responses you got from other people, but I knew I wanted to say, as somebody, you know, you asked me to the first issue of Voidspace to submit something, because you wanted to make sure you had things to go in, basically, wasn't it?
I valued your expertise and your contribution. I was not scrabbling around for material at all.
Well, I think you wanted a variety. Sorry, you wanted a variety of things, and you thought I could present something from a particular point of view.
You did bring in something.
So because of that, when I went to the festival, I thought I should write Katy something about what I thought about it, and it got out. And but yeah, essentially, I found it overwhelming and also inspirational, because as a writer, mostly about putting words on page, on the screen, I never see my audience mostly. I have to figure out from signals in the void to what responses. Going there and seeing people do things, audiences responding in time, gave me lots of ideas, lots of things I thought I could try, things I'd not really considered before.
How has it been transforming this text that people have, you know, previously experienced, you know, read on the screen into a printed physical object? I mean, what can you? I'm sort of asking you to defend, like, the idea of, you know, this idea, you know, the Voidspace and conversation as a book, you know, what are the fun things, you know, the exciting things you'd be able to do in bringing it into print?
Well, Katy and I never talked about why it goes in the book, because it was obvious to us, but I think it was obvious to us in slightly different ways. Have a look over there. There's a big pile of books. We're human beings, bodies in space, physical beings. That book is a physical object. You can't ignore it. You can ignore it. But if Katy puts an interview up on the website, I might go and read it. I might go and read it next week. I might forget about it. You know, if that book's sitting in my room, I can't ignore it in the same way. It's something that demands attention. Also, you know, an interview on the screen. Will I remember what interview something interesting was in? Will I be able to find it again? Maybe, maybe not. If I know it's in the book, I can look it up in the index.
The index. Neil's doing incredible work of pain and genius.
I am 99% happy with that index.
I think it's 99% index now. There is no Neil left, only index.
Yes, exactly. If I had a little bit longer, I would not complete the index to my satisfaction, because it would be a giant pain. But most of the indexes, you go, you just search for words and find it. But if you want a really good index, you need to be able to find the bits that talk about that topic that don't have that particular word in. You need to be horribly familiar with the text to be able to do that, which I was for about 2 weeks at the end of February, start of March. And fortunately now I'm no longer familiar with it. I just know it.
ChatGPT can't do that.
ChatGPT would have a go at it, and I don't know what that index would look like.
Also, ChatGPT would create an unofficial list of all the swear words in the text because it knows that your children are in their swear word phase.
So I want to open it up to the audience for any questions you have for Katy.
Questions, comments, heckles.
Yes.